Hey everybody, it's Sir Willow. Wanted to share something a little different with you about some things that are going on and an opportunity that I have and a way that you can get involved. My channel has really been an incredible blessing to me. I'm approaching 4 years and have has I've gotten tongue tied. It's been so neat. I've really had a ton of opportunities thanks to the channel and the way it's produced to do a lot of things I never ever would have dreamed of that has resulted, I think, in some fantastic content for the viewers. I've had opportunities to go back to Walt Disney World that I never imagined, to take my family back to Disneyland again after years, to go to Cedar Point after a number of years, to go to Disneyland Paris for the first time, to visit several Six Flags parks that I wouldn't have been able to go and do all of these different trips and visit these places that I never would have dreamed of. And I think it has helped produce a lot of great content, not just the trip reports, but it's allowed me to do like the Disneyland versus Walt Disney World and Disneyland Paris compared to the US parks. Is Cedar Point as bad as everybody thinks I think it is? Which it isn't. Cedar Point is awesome. And be able to produce a lot of those things. And those trips have all been made possible by my patrons and by other viewers who have blessed me in incredible ways because those trips never would have happened without them. And I'm grateful. I never expected them. I never went into this expecting any of that. But it has been such a cool thing to be able to have those opportunities and to be able to turn them around and be able to produce content for you that I hope you've enjoyed, that I hope you liked, and watched me experience these things and watched my family experience these things. And I've actually had an opportunity present itself here in the last month or so that is giving me another opportunity for something like that, to present something like that. If you aren't aware, my daughter's getting ready to go to Japan for 6 months at the last half of 2020. She's got a working job that she's going to be doing there during that time and doing some incredible things. And she's got her own Facebook page and everything dedicated to that, which if you want to look up that, check out my Facebook page. I link to it. But with her going to Japan, it's providing an opportunity for me to go pick her up at the end of the trip, to be able to save some money on what a trip to Japan normally would cost, and get an opportunity to be able to fly over and meet her and stay there for a few days. Of course, if you go to Japan, well, Tokyo Disney is right there. You can't really go to Japan and not go to Tokyo Disney. Well, I guess you could, but it's an opportunity to visit a place I never ever would have imagined and to be able to produce all sorts of content for it. Not just my trips in the parks, but what's the food like in Tokyo Disneyland? What are the cast members like? What are the rides like? How does it compare to the US? How is it the same? How is it different? And so many opportunities for all sorts of great videos. Not just the B-roll footage and the pictures that I've been able to gather from the other trips, but so much more and so many ideas. And I'm so excited about this. And then I get to start looking at the costs and going, okay, how can we make this work financially? Now, if you watch my other video recently, you know, small town, small pastor, there's not a lot of opportunities. But I'm doing everything I can on my end to make this happen. I am actually trying to pick up a third job on top of the videos and the other work I do at the church, and hoping that I can get a job at the census. My wife is trying to get a job that way, and we're trying to be able to raise some funds that way to be able to cover things. We're saving every penny that we can and trying to cut costs at home to possibly get money set aside for this. We actually just found out that my son, who actually was going to Japan in March, has had to redo some things. So there's a chance he may get to accompany me because of various things. Not my expense, it would be his. And then we meet my daughter in Japan while there and be able to go to Tokyo Disney with her. There's a lot of excitement, a lot of opportunity, and then we're kind of going, oh, okay, so how can we make all of this happen? Well, you may be familiar with Patreon. My patrons on Patreon give financial support each month, and they get certain perks. Well, I also have memberships now available on YouTube. And I thought, what a great way to give you an opportunity to take part, to be able to become a part of this trip. For just a couple dollars a month, giving, you can help make the Japan trip possible, but you can also get a number of perks. You can get early access to the videos. My patrons typically get to see my videos the day before everybody else does. You can get some behind the scenes videos. If you're there for the live streams, you'll get a special icon or in the comments that'll mark you as a supporter of mine. If you go a little more than that, just a little bit, then you also get behind the scenes videos. You get access to special live streams and chats that are held just for people who are supporting, and a number of other things like that. Now, Patreon is a little bit cheaper than the Google memberships because Patreon has a lower amount that they take out than Google, which takes out a pretty good chunk. But there are ways to give you access and allow you to contribute and become a part and to be able to make something happen. For everybody who financially supports and that I get an address from, I'm going to bring something back from Japan for you. It may be just brochures and maps from the Disney parks, but I'm hopeful and optimistic that I can make something else work as well. This is looking January of 2021, so almost a year away. Obviously, I can't mail these things to you before I get there. I've had issues with that in the past with some people. And I would need your address. But this is an opportunity for you to have a role in helping produce content, to help me be able to go out and film things and do things I never would be able to otherwise, and turn it around and produce it into videos for you and everybody else to enjoy. And that is what I'm so excited about, is it's an opportunity for us all to come together and do something amazing. Now, I know not everybody can give. I don't expect everybody to give. In fact, I know that there's going to be a couple out there that right away are going to go, oh, there he is asking for money. I'm asking for an opportunity to do something I could never do otherwise. And if you want to give, great. If you don't, that's okay. Please keep enjoying the rest of the content. I am so grateful for everybody who watches and enjoys. I really am. And it's not about the money, it's the opportunity. It really is. And I hope that you're able to help me with that. If you are interested, there is a join button just beneath this video on YouTube. You can use that to sign on with YouTube, or you can go to patreon.com and check out Sir Willow over there. And if the funds don't come in and the trip doesn't happen, I am perfectly okay with that. It'll be a lost opportunity, but that's all right. But I'm still going to try and give as many perks as I can to those who do help. And I'm optimistic, fingers crossed, that together we can make this happen and we can do Japan and we can do some great stuff. And hey, if you want to see me do something else in Japan besides just Tokyo Disney and it's possible, we'll do it if you're contributing. Absolutely. And hey, maybe even get you some extra shout-outs from Tokyo and live streams from there, and who knows, we may be able to do some other neat stuff as well. Thank you so much for listening. If you're able to help, thank you. If you're not, thank you. Again, thank you for watching. Thank you for being a part. Check out Patreon and the join button. Either one would be wonderful. Oh, and please let me know if you have any comments, questions, input, anything at all. I would love dearly to hear from you. Thanks so much.